Good morning, my dear students. I am here to take your first class of economics. Subject economics, class 10. What is the topic today? As per your ICC syllabus, this is the first topic of economics, factors of production. So we will discuss detail in the first class about these factors of production. Before we are going to discuss about the factors of production, let me tell you first what do you mean by the term production. What is the meaning of the word production? Production means, very simply, if I tell you, to produce any material goods. To produce any material goods. Now the question, what do you mean by the term material goods? Material goods means, look at this room, computer room. Here the computer, here the desk, table, chair. These are called the material goods. These are called material goods which can be touched, which occupy the space. These are called material goods. In other words, I can tell you, production means creation or to add the utility to something to satisfy the human wants or to satisfy the human needs. I am giving example. A piece of wooden log has no importance to us whenever, but so long it is in the forest. But when you cut it and make some furniture from that piece of wooden log, it creates demands. It creates demands. So this is called to add the utility. This is called to add the utility. Here is the table, this chair or the bench, all made of wood. But we transform the wooden log into the table, desk, and we demand it for our own uses. So this is called production. Production means to create utility. What is utility? The satisfaction which fulfill the needs of the people. The whiteboard fulfill the needs to write. Pen, whiteboard pen, fulfill the needs to write on the whiteboard. The mobile recording my voice to reach out to all of you. This is called production. Production means to add something to satisfy the human needs or to satisfy the human wants. So this is production. So just now I told you about the factors of production. What is called factors of production? Factors of production are those things which help in the production process. Whenever, but whatever we want to produce, we need something. We need help of some factors. The factors which help in the production process is called the factors of production. What are the name of these factors of production? I have written on the whiteboard. Look at the board. Number 1, land. Second, the labor. Third, the capital. Fourth, the organizer. These are together called the factors of production. Nothing can be produced without the help of these factors of production. It is also true that alone any of these factors of production produce nothing. Land, no use alone, unless and until help other 3 factors of production. Labor cannot produce anything alone without the help of the other factors. Capital is meaningless to us without we provide it, without it combined it with the land, labor and the organizer. Maybe we have all 3 factors of production available. Land is available to me, labor is also available to us, capital is also available, but without organizer, without a leader, without a person who bears the risk of production, without a person who will manage everything, nothing can be produced. So these are the factors of production. Land, the gift of the nature, not produced by the human beings. Right from the birth of the civilization, right from the birth of the earth, there is a surface of the land. This surface is called the land. But in economics, land means not only surface of the earth. Whatever the gift of nature, including the air, water, forest, all comes to the category of land. So land itself produces nothing. We have to use the land to produce, to build buildings, to set up factories, to make railway tracks or roads. But land alone or itself can produce nothing. That is why land is called passive factor. Land is what? A passive factor. Second, the labor. What is labor? Those who give their service in the production process. In the production process. This is the labor. Labor is the active factor because it is the labor which combine all other factors of production and help in the production process. Nothing can be produced without the help of the labor, without the effort of the labor. So we need the labor. Second, labor is the active factor. Labor is not idle like the land. Labor is not a passive factor. Labor is the active factor because labor moves. Labor take participation. Labor organize and combine all other factors production to produce any goods. Third important things, capital. What is the meaning of the word capital? Normally, capital means what general people believe, that is the money. But keep in mind here, money itself is not a capital. Money can produce nothing. You have a lot of money, but you cannot produce a machine. We need labor. We need efficient labor. That is why capital, exact meaning of the capital, in economic sense, produced means of production. Produced means of production, which means that the capital itself produced by someone, now it helps in the production process. I am giving example. The mobile in front of me, recording my voice, produced by some technician, produced by some engineer, but now it helps to record my online classes to reach out to all of you. Without mobile, I cannot record my voice. So this is the capital. The building, this room or building where I am taking the online classes is the what? Capital. What are the tools? What are the equipments surrounding me in this room? All are the capitals. The roads, the railway tracks, all are the capital. Canal, dam, all are capitals. So capital is very, very important thing. But capital is also a passive factor because this is the labor to use the capital in the production process. Fourth important thing, the organizer. We have everything. We have land, we have labor, we have capital, but nothing can be produced. Why? Because we need a person who will gather, organize, manage everything. Such person is called organizer or entrepreneur, who look after the affairs of all these factors of production. He is the person organize land, labor and capital and ultimately bear the risk of production. He is the person, organizer, leader of the team. Without organizer, nothing can be produced. So these all four together is called factors of production. Factors of production together we call sometimes input. Sometimes we call it inputs. When we combine all these factors of production, gives out a new product, what is called the output. What is called output. So what is the factors of production? This is nothing. Factors of production means the transformation of all these factors of production or inputs into the output. What is output? The new finished product or final goods. With the help of this factor production, that means the input, we get a new goods, what we call the outputs. So to produce any output, we need the help of all these factors of production. So land, labor, these are called primary factors. These are called primary factors of production. These are called primary, and these two are called secondary. These two are called secondary. These two are called secondary. Primary and the secondary factors of production. So land and labor, primary factors of production, very, very important. These are too important, of course, because in there, if we look at in respect of production, all are equally important. But it is also not true that we will use in the same proportion or a fixed proportion all these factors of production. This is not necessary. Every factors of production we have to use in the same proportion or in the fixed proportion. Proportion may be changed. Suppose 2:1, 2 labor and 1 capital, maybe. This is called factors of proportion of factors of production. So primary and the secondary. If we look at the modern classification of factors of production, modern classification, then these four, land plus labor plus capital plus organizer, these are called input factors. These are called input factors. Input factors. Input factors. These are, there are others objects or materials which also help in the production process. These are called non-input factors. Non-input factors. Non-input factors. I am giving example. We have land, labor, capital and organizer. Suppose with the help of all these factors of production, we want to produce a shirt. For production of a shirt, what do we need? We need cotton. Cotton produces thread. A thread gives a thread in the factory or in the textile mill, combined with all this factor production, produced a new shirt. So cotton, these are what? Raw materials. Durable goods. Once you used, they will be used forever. But land can be used frequently, repeatedly again and again. Labor can be used repeatedly again and again. Capital can be used repeatedly again and again. Organizer can be used repeatedly again and again. But the thread, once used, it is used up forever. Single time used. Because same thread you cannot use for making another shirt. Of course not. So these are called durable or raw materials goods, which help with the production. Without the raw materials, we cannot produce anything. Iron, raw material. Iron gives steel, and from the steel, we produce many things. So raw materials. These are called non-input factors. The basic difference between the input factors or non-input factors, these factors can be repeated frequently or repeatedly, can be used. But this cannot be used repeatedly or again and again. These can be used single time. So these are called non-input factors. So primary, secondary, input factors and non-input factors. So these are about what? These are about the factors of production. Nothing can be produced without the help of these factors of production. So I hope you understood what I am telling you about the factors of production. The first important component of the factors of production, this is the land. Just now I told you land. What is land? Surface of the land. What is land? Surface of the earth. surface of the earth. It is the general meaning of the land. But in economics, land not only includes the surface of the earth, it includes water, it includes air, it includes natural resources like coal, like iron, forest, all come to this category of land. Land doesn't mean only the surface of the land. Whatever the gift of nature, whatever you get from the nature, whatever the free gift of nature is called the land. So just now I told you, land is one of the important component of the factor's production. Land is a passive factor, but nothing can be produced. Nothing can be produced or makes without the help of the land. If you want to set up a building here, we need land. If we want to set up a factory, we need land. If we want to build up the roads, the railway tracks, what we need? We need building. We need land. If you want to build up a big dams, what will want? Land. So without land, nothing can be produced. Though it is a passive factor, but very, very important part, very, very important component of the factors of production. So in economic sense, land include are those things which are free gift of nature, including the water, air, natural resources. In other words, we can say whatever on the surface of the earth and below the surface of the earth all comes to the category of land. This is the meaning of the land and one of the important factors of the production. Now we are going to discuss about the characteristics of the land. Characteristics or features of the land. Features of the land. Just now I told you, land is free gift of nature. Free gift of nature. Land is free gift of nature. Free gift of nature. Free gift of nature. None of us produce land. Right from the birth of civilization, right from the birth of earth, there is the land. Of course, it is the human beings transform the land and uses in various ways and various means. Through their knowledge, through their efficiency, through their experience. So land is free gift of nature because human beings not produce the land. And nothing we spend or we do not spend a single rupee for the production of land. So land is free gift of nature. Land is free gift of nature. Secondly, land not only free gift of nature, but land is also limited. Land is limited in supply. Land is limited in supply. Land is limited in supply. We cannot increase the land over time. Land is fixed in terms of area. We cannot increase the area of the earth. We cannot increase the area of the India. We cannot increase the area of the West Bengal. We cannot increase the area of Malda. Fixed in terms of area. So land is limited in terms of area. We cannot increase land. We cannot increase the supply of land. The supply of land is fixed in economics. Supply of land is fixed. We cannot increase the supply of land when demands will increase. Of course not. Third important factors of production. Third important feature of the land. It is the land not only free to give to nature, land not only limited in supply, but of course land is immobile. Land is immobile. Immobile means we cannot transfer land from one place to another place. Labor can be transferred. The people of Malda can work in Mumbai. The people of Malda can go to Gujarat for work. The people of Malda can go to Jammu Kashmir for work. But my simple question to all of you, can you send the piece of land from Malda to Mumbai? Where is the high value of the land? Can you send a piece of land to Delhi? Where is the high value of the land? Of course not. So land is immobile. Of course, labor is mobile. Labor can move. Labor can go anywhere, any place, across the world. Not only within the country, even the outside the country for their work. In this sense, land is immobile. Not only land is immobile. Number 4, land is not perishable. Land is not perishable. Land is not perishable. What do you mean by perishable? The thing which can be once used will go forever, but it does not happen. Land is not perishable. Land is not destructible. Land can be used repeatedly again and again. But of course, since land is a gift to nature, the fertility of the land, the capacity of land to produce some crops may be decreased. But over time, if you use the fertilizers, the capacity of the land, we can restore also the fertility of the land over time. Or if you postpone 1 or 2 years from production, the fertility of the soil naturally can be restored. So land is not perishable. Okay? 5th important features of the land. Land not only perishable, land not only immobile, but land is also differ. Land is also differ in fertility. Differ in fertility. All lands are not equal in fertility. I am giving example. In our country, we have 4 kinds of land: alluvial soil, black soil, laterite soil, mountain soil, desert soil, red soil. But all lands are not equal in fertility. Desert soil, nothing can be produced without the help of fertilizer irrigation. But you look at the alluvial soil, very fertile, naturally very fertile. If you go to black soil, very fertile. But if you compare the black soil with the red soil is less fertile than black soil. Mountain soil is also less fertile compared to the other soils. So soil also differ in fertility. There are various kinds of soils we have, but it is true that all soil are not equally productive. I will give you example. Black soil, good for the cotton. Black soil, good for sugarcane. On the other hand, alluvial soil, good for the rice, good for sugarcane. Better we can say alluvial soil, good for all types of crops. In this sense, soil land also differ in fertility. Last point, land also differ in location. Land also differ in location. Differ in location. Land near Mumbai, land near Delhi are high value compared to the land available to Malda. Not only that, land is also differ in the sense. The land which are coastal area are not as important as the land in the northern plains. Land in the desert are not equally important as the land in the delta areas. So land differs in location also and command the high value. The land which are near the town or the cities or along the national highways or the railway line, commanding high price, the high value. In this sense, land differ in location also. So these are the what? These are the characteristics. Other important characteristics of the land. Land has alternative uses. Land has alternative uses. Alternative uses. The same land can be used for the purpose of agriculture. You may produce wheat, you may produce rice, you may produce potato, you may produce jute, you may produce cotton, you may produce sugarcane. You may set up a factory, you may set up railway line, you may set up or build the roads. To various purpose, the same land can be used. So that is why I am telling to you, the land has alternative uses.